Aquarius, welcome to your November 2025 General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aquarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in an Aquarius. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Aquarius and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped, reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull, I completely understand. You could go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions about your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say about your love life from now to the end of the month. With this reading, I am tuning into an energy in around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection with this energy or in separation with this energy. Let's see who wants to come through, why they're coming through, and what does this mean for you guys from now to the end of the month. So when I was doing the mini meditation, I saw a motorcycle helmet. So I don't know if someone likes to ride bikes, motorcycles, dirt biking, moped, I don't know. But I saw that for someone. Maybe someone has a big head. Just kidding, but tell me, what is this energy? Ooh, wow. So we have exorcist, okay? And it says light attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Shadow attribute, fear of facing your own demons. This could be someone that has like Native ancestry, Native American ancestry. I'm even feeling like Caribbean ancestry for someone out there. I do wonder if this is someone or who comes from like a spiritual family, whether that is religious, but for some of you guys, this could come from like, this person could come from medicine men, medicine women, has like a grandma that practices magic or something like that. But a lot of you guys, I feel with this, this is someone that is meant to help you work through a lot of your inner shadow. And this is someone who maybe through meeting this person, you've gotten to understand yourself a lot better in a way that you didn't understand yourself before. And this person really likes to dig deep. They are not superficial by any means. They are the type that wants to get below the surface and wants to read in between the lines. I feel very strong Scorpio energy with this card, but honestly, it could be any sign. They may have like almond-shaped eyes I'm seeing and like black hair, jet black hair. Wow, yeah, but I do feel this is someone that really is wanting to work on something within the connection currently. So if there's communication problems, availability issues, they want to face that head on with you right now. They're very passionate people. When they want something, they'll work for it and they will not give up unless it's the only option. So tell me more about this energy here. Someone could also wear like a headband a lot, or like a bandana, a scarf. Tell me more about this energy for Aquarius. Then we have the Angel of Love, number 49. I just saw rose quartz in my mind's eye, so someone could work with rose quartz, has rose quartz, like a rose quartz bracelet or necklace. But wow, yeah, the angels are in on helping you guys work through this. And a lot of you guys, it's heart healing. There's a transformation within the heart chakra that is happening from now to the end of the month. And it's between the two of you. You're doing this for each other. This isn't really one-sided. But I do feel with this angel of love here, Spirit, God, the universe knew you guys would come together and knew you guys would heal each other in a way that would be karmic cleansing. I do feel that this is something both of you felt very like drawn into each other from the first time you met, and almost kind of developed feelings a lot quicker than what you were comfortable with on both ends. But I do feel through this card here, Spirit is confirming that there was a purpose between the two of you meeting like this. And it's meant to go deeper, and it's meant to get you guys closest to your authentic selves in a way that no one else has been able to do so for either of you. You guys are very connected at the soul level. So yes, you could be very physically attractive. You guys could have great conversations, but there's a soul resonance here that's very hard to find. Someone could be wearing pink right now, or pink is someone's favorite color, aura color. What does this person want to say to Aquarius? Oh, stop. What a confirmation. Okay. It says, I realize we are connected beyond what can be explained. Whoa. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. Their higher selves know that there's purpose and plans that were orchestrated outside of what you two initially realized. In the ego sense, in the conscious sense, right? I do feel that there's something here that is really revealing to one another that's happening from now to end of the month, like revelations of, you know, each other's experiences, each other's feelings, what you guys want from one another that is just going to plant a really deep seed of bonding, growth, healing, love between the two of you. And I'm seeing like two foreheads kind of touching with like holding each other's faces. Like your third eyes are very connected to one another, and you guys have a very strong psychic connection. So it's almost as if like you guys finish each other's sentences. You guys like, this is what happens with me and my husband all the time. It's like I have a song stuck in my head and then he kind of just sings it and I'm like, what? Like, was I saying that out loud? And I wasn't. So you kind of have something similar here, but I think you guys are really realizing the depth of this and how connected you guys are beyond what can be explained. And I think it's hard for a lot of people to understand that don't have this type of connection, but you're understanding, Aquarius, exactly what I'm saying. I'm hearing birthmark. Someone could have a really unique birthmark. I'm seeing on their leg or thigh, but honestly, it could be anywhere. Anyway, all right. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask, how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What did they like about you? What did they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Aquarius? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Very interesting so far. Yeah, I don't know. There's like a sense that there's more that they want or have been trying to get into your psyche. And there's been a little bit of resistance, and they may have been a little frustrated by your resistance or vice versa, right? But I think that that wall or guard that's there is about to completely be removed by the end of the month from what you guys share and reveal with each other. Wow, yeah. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card. Pisces energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces or someone with strong Pisces in their chart. This could also represent the sign of Cancer. It does not have to be. But yeah, okay, so for some of you guys with the moon card here, I do feel you guys met at night. I know that's such a weird confirmation, but it could have been at like an event, a party, going out, hanging out with friends. I do feel like it was almost serendipitously, but again, it was planned. Spirit, God, the universe did plan for you guys to meet this way. But I feel with the moon card, again, there's someone that goes deep, and maybe with the depth that someone wants to go, it made the other person a little resistant. I think it's an uncomfortable place for someone, whether it's you or this other person, to get that deep into a connection because there's been a lot of hurt. A lot of hurt. And that's where I saw the heart chakra healing needing to happen here. Now, it could have been, betrayal. It could have been heartbreak. There definitely could be subconscious ideas around love and romance that made someone's heart space really closed off to it. So, for an example, someone could have had a horrible example of love and romance through the demonstration of their parents, and that is what made someone kind of subconsciously not fully believe in love, although we wouldn't admit that to ourselves. Maybe that's kind of what was in place for so long. And there's like something that someone felt very strongly about the other person, but not so much that it was like something they needed to cure or fix, but more so that they wanted to understand, because the magnetism was very strong from the start. The emotional pull to one another, honestly, started very strongly. And I even am confident enough to say that there's one side of this connection where it was like, wow, I've never felt this emotionally overwhelmed about this person. It's kind of like a sense of freaking someone out with how deeply they started to care, how deeply they started to then like be afraid if they're not doing enough, doing too much. I do feel you dream of each other often. I do feel even if you guys are separated, you still feel each other's energy very, very strong. And I think with the psychic resonance, especially if there was one person who wasn't as spiritually open, it did kind of freak him out. Let's get into this. A really weird confirmation, but I wonder if you guys had to kind of keep this secret for a while, because maybe someone, you or them, may have dated like someone's friend, and then you guys liked each other and started to date, but that's not for everyone. But confirmation for someone. Okay. How they feel about you is the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus energy. So there's definitely a grounding here. There's definitely, I want to dig in and work through this. I know there's more to this. I feel it. I sense it. I know it. This person just has a gut feeling that what you two are meant to have is meant to grow even further than what you guys have experienced thus far. And they felt like you guys have already done so much work that it would just be pointless to give up on this after everything you guys have been through. But with the Seven of Pentacles, I think that there's something that needs to be addressed or something that needs to be talked about or worked on that may have been put off for some time. And maybe now to the end of October, they think the time is now. We can't ignore this anymore. We can't admit this anymore, or like not admit this anymore. Let's start planting the seeds and seeing where this can grow, because it can go further. You and I both feel it. When you guys cuddle, you kind of like to intermingle your legs together. It's kind of cute. What they think about you or this connection is the Five of Wands, Leo energy. So that I feel frustration. And it could be frustration over the fact that, like, again, maybe it's taken a lot of time and someone's still been resistant to the inevitable, as someone sees. And that could be, the opening up or the activations. I do want to kind of clarify this Five of Wands to make sure I'm not missing anything before I get deeper into that. Tell me more. Chariot. That makes sense. 2 sevens here. Your birthday could be February 7th, February 17th, or January 27th. Tell me more. Strength. Wow, yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. So, Gemini energy. This 10 of Swords is making sense. I do feel, whether it was someone's last connection or with love and romance in general, or even just someone's been through a lot in life. A lot. And I think it's kind of made them very much wanting to protect themselves, to not get hurt again, to not get backstabbed again or betrayed again. They can't, you know, take another blow like this, right? And so I think someone may be aware of what someone went through and why the pace has been going slow. But I think someone feels as if someone else is hanging on to that, and they've done enough to prove that they're not like that, and they're not wanting to hurt, they're not wanting to betray. And they've been trying to understand, and they've been trying to be patient. But they also feel as if the time is now to move forward. And they want to face this head on with you, or you want to with them. I do feel like they think you guys have created something very, very strong that could withstand anything here. And if this is kind of like the final stretch to kind of really fully open up and trust, they know this could go far. They know that you two could face anything together. So there could be frustration on that end, but also with the 5 of Wands here, I also felt like they may be frustrated with like a friend or a family members of yours that isn't nice to you, that doesn't treat you well. And they've been trying to hold back, but they really want to go in on them. They can't kind of just watch you be treated like that anymore. I'm seeing this here very clearly. I'm also seeing sideburns for someone. But yeah, I feel as if overall they want to get over whatever this resistance is or some sort of frustration is, because they know that if you guys make it through this, it will be unstoppable, the two of you. You'll have such a powerful confirmation of strength and perseverance and want for this for each other that it would prove it to each other, honestly. What they like the most about you is Page of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You could have water rising, water moon. They think you're such a sweet soul. And that's part of them that is so drawn to you, is your beautiful heart. You have a kind heart, a giving heart. And they know that's something that's worth fighting for and protecting. So they understand why you're protecting it. Because, you know, the world could be cruel and cold, but I think also with this Page of Cups, there may be something very gifted about you. So you may be psychically gifted, spiritually gifted, artistically gifted. You could be really good at writing. And you have like really impressive ways of showing your artisticness. And it could be anything from like, you know, interior design or baking or tattoo artists, you know, whatever it is. Like you have a very creative vision and you have a very creative way of expressing that they find so impressive. They love that about you. They love your innocence. Even if you're not fully innocent, there is something very sweet and something they want to protect, is kind of how it feels here. What they don't like about you, 9 of Cups. Now, this is an interesting placement. Pisces energy. What I sense from this and what I'm intuitively gathering from looking at all the cards here is not so much that they don't like the fact that you're the wish fulfillment. It feels more so that they may for some time, especially if they are frustrated with the timing of this, or maybe this is how you're feeling, it's like, what more else can I show you? What can I do to convince you that I want to be with you, that I am loving you unconditionally, that our souls crave each other, need each other. What can I do? That's where I think this person is, because they want to do it. And I don't think it's anything where they're close to giving up on this, or you are, but it's come to this point where it's like the momentum has been building and the shift is coming, and someone wants to make sure that that shift works in their favor instead of a missed opportunity with it. What they like the most about this connection is the Four of Wands, Aries energy. You guys are just a perfect fit for each other. You get along, you have the same interests, hobbies, you enjoy each other's company. You guys always have a good time when you go out. A lot of people have complimented you too as well. Like, you guys look happy. And I do feel with this Four of Wands energy, it's as if there's no one else they can really see themselves being this deeply connected to like they are with you, Aquarius. And I feel as if they think that if you two really were to give this a shot, you'd have the best relationship that they've ever had. Romantically, definitely. What they don't like about this connection, Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. So again, there's a little bit of limitations as far as someone opening up, trusting. Trust, I feel. And again, it doesn't feel anything personal. It's just in general with what someone's been through. They've had their heart broken many times. And so I think that someone wants the other person to just let them in. To understand that no matter what, they'll be there. And I feel with the Queen of Cups energy, they may be afraid if they're the only ones one-sidedly feeling this strongly about it, if there hasn't been a lot of emotional availability or emotional confirmation about how the other person has felt. Highest hopes is the Three of Cups. So I have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines, but Cancer energy. That you guys will make it through this together. Something to celebrate by the end of the month. By having this conversation, by revealing this, by being open, you guys will freely be authentic with one another. You guys will freely accept one another. And there will be no stone unturned. They want to connect to you on a very, very deep level. And they're hoping that you will be able to be open to that and trust that. And two, like if you guys have something planned for Halloween, they're hoping that comes through because they think it's going to be a really, really good time. And they're excited for it. They think about it a lot. Maybe some of you guys are even coordinating costume ideas. I don't know. But deepest fears is Page of Pentacles in reverse. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. That what is offered that they feel would be so beneficial, so good, would be rejected. That there'd be no attempt to try to fix this or to try to go further in this. Giving up. Someone's afraid that the other person's going to give up on something that's so strong, so undeniable, but just out of the fear of it not happening or the fear of being hurt, they would rather just not even try. And that's really scares someone. All right, Aquarius, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month that you need to be prepared for and aware of, we're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this whole connection. So if you guys still have questions, need more clarity or answers, I got you. It will be covered in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video where you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Aquarius, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope that this is giving you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. drop a comment below, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aquarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aquarius.